Good afternoon, hello, hello, hello. It's Wes Griffith, Collier RV, Rockford, Illinois, which is right now a frozen tundra, but we're inside the indoor showroom, thank God for that. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of our fancier Class B vans. This is the 19L Tranquility. It is a Thor motor coach. If you guys have watched my other videos, you've probably seen my Rise 18 that I did. That was the 1500 chassis. This is on a 3/4 ton chassis from Mercedes. And it also is powered by their 3-liter turbo diesel. So plenty of power. This thing has like 325 foot-pounds of torque, and it's way down low in the RPM range that it kicks in. So really nice. Huge beefy tires from BF Goodrich. Super nice steps to get in for those of us that are a little bit shorter. Plus they kind of look cool. Definitely non-slip, that's for darn sure. You don't want to step on those without any shoes on. Just a little pro tip, because you won't like how those little grates feel on your feet. But if you do have shoes on, it's fantastic for traction. You're definitely not going to slip on them. Again, this is a window type van, so you will have some openable windows. Looks better than just the blank panels. Really, really nice. Big Thule awning. Of course, our LED light strip. And by the way, I just put that out a little bit so you guys can see the nice coloring on it and stuff, or at least I think it's nice. Beautiful silver color here. There's kind of a blue-gray, and then there's a white, and then either a black or a charcoal. So I like the silver, and I like the bluish-gray one. I think they kind of look pretty neat, but of course that's kind of a subjective thing, I suppose. Your little outdoor quick connect for propane. This has a 25-pound propane tank on board. Easy to get filled at a bunch of different places. And of course, that's going to power your heat and the heating of your water too, which is accomplished with the Truma system. So again, you guys know I love my Truma system, right? Super quiet, continuous hot water. It's a great little feature that some of them have. Outside power, kind of all of them are going to have that, and at this one they're kind of at the back, close to your outdoor propane hookup. Hitching on the back, it's a 5,000-pound hitch. This thing is rated for 3,500 pounds towing. But they go a little bit overboard and they give you the 5,000-pound hitch. You do have the Thule bike rack on the back. There are several bike racks out there, and I'll actually open this one up again just in case you guys haven't seen it before. It's pretty easy to do. These just flip up. This flips down. You can move these back and forth. You put your wheels in there. And then you attach this to the bicycle itself, and it's easy to put it back too. I had someone mention to me not too long ago, I don't like using my bike rack because someone could easily steal my bike. You're on these long trips, stopping along the way for snacks, to go to the bathroom, whatever the case may be. And someone can just grab your Trek off the back of your motorhome. One of the things that I really love about the Thule system is that it's actually lockable. As a matter of fact, I have the key. So this has got a fancy key on it. Let's see. So this is actually the key for this. So if I turn that and lock it, now I can turn this forever, and the jaws will not loosen. So, you put that around your bicycle, and then you lock it up, and nobody can get the darn thing. See, another day, I had too much coffee. You guys remember that from the other day? And now it does move. So you can lock this around the frame of your bicycle, and you have a little key for it. I think Thule is the only one, it's certainly the only major manufacturer of these things that has that locking mechanism. And then of course it's all high quality and stuff. But enough about that. So we talked about the hitching. It does have parking sensors, front and back, so it will beep at you and get mad if you're trying to back into something, or when you're pulling into a space. And actually I will open this back door while we're back here because it's much easier to see the back of this unit. Huge windows on these back doors, a couple of pockets, one in each. And then you have your bed, right? So this is your mattress up on top at the back of the inside of the unit. Underneath, gigantic storage. I mean, just insane. And this comes with a bunch of accessories. This is actually a fancy foldable shield for your front windshield and windows. This little Thule thing, these are actually big magnets on either side, so you can stick that to the side of your coach, and that holds your collapsible ladder. And then you'll have your spray hose. The spray port's actually right over here, so you can hook that up, and then you have outside water, you know, spray down those bikes or your muddy boots or the dog or whatever. 12 volt outlet, GFCI 110 outlet, light. I'll show you what that light is for those of you that haven't seen my other videos. And then your water pump turn on, that's to pressurize your spray port if you're using your internal tank. The freshwater tank on this one is 22 gallons. Your gray tank is 20 gallons, right? So that's fresh water is drinking water, gray water, that's going to be your usually soapy water, right? So from your shower drain and your sink drain. And then black water, this has a cassette toilet, which we'll take a look at when we go inside, just under 5 gallons for that. And then on either side, there are mechanicals. So this will have a 400 amp hour battery pack, crazy big, a 3000 watt inverter, automatic transfer switch, and we'll look at some of the controls when we get over by the door. But that's what's over on this side, which is why you have all this venting in here to keep that stuff nice and cool. And of course those panels come off easily if you ever need to get to it. Nice rugged storage in the back here, and they give you these beautiful, actually if I can take this off, they give you this beautiful racking system on either side with a bunch of tie downs that you can put wherever you want. And they're super easy to install. You just push these and that little finger sticks out, and that's what you push through these little notches, and then you just turn it wherever you want it. And you know, you can move this to wherever you want. And then it's nice and sturdy. And there's one on the other side too. Okay, let's work our way around. Backup camera, gigantic rooftop air conditioner. So when I was talking about the huge battery and the 3000 watt inverter, that is a soft start air conditioner from Coleman. You can run your air conditioner on battery power on this unit. You can't do it forever, of course, right? But yes, you can turn on your AC. City water fill, right? So this bypasses your freshwater tank on board. You go to a campsite that has water available. That's where you do that. Up above here, this is your fresh tank fill. So this is where you would fill up your internal water tank. If you're going out in the middle of nowhere and don't know if you're going to have water or not, or know you're not going to have water. They give you a great, like a lot of these Thor Class Bs, they give you a great little place to store your sewer hose, so you don't have to try and figure out where to put that. It's already built into the unit. You don't have to worry about it. We kind of passed up, but down at the bottom there, that is actually your propane fill. So that's where you would get it filled. You pull in, you tell our service rep, hey, I need to get my unit filled up. and we'll hop to it and get that filled up for you in no time. Actually, I'm gonna press that light button again because I must have turned it off. It turns on a light over on that side. That's better. So that's what that light switch is. It's this light over here, so you can see your sewer dump down below, your hookups for cable or satellite TV, hookups if you want to add additional solar power. It's very easy to do, a little suitcase solar that a lot of people are buying nowadays. It plugs right into there. This does have 190 watts up on the roof already, straight from the factory. So you start off in a good spot, but if you want to add a little bit extra, stay out there a little bit longer, it's certainly easy to do. And then cassette toilet, super easy to get to. By the way, this is lockable too, although I don't know why anybody would want to steal the cassette from your toilet. But you know, hey, times are tough, I suppose. Oh, do I have it? There we go. I had it locked. I do know what I'm doing, like really. You know, little cassette toilet. You know, they got the little airport carrier. So, you know, if you want to bring this with you, no, I'm just kidding. If you want to, you know, if you need to wheel this around, I mean, this is not going to be hugely heavy even when it's full. By the way, when you pull this out, it automatically shuts everything on the top, right? Because your toilet's just above this. So when you pull it out, you don't have to worry about stuff spilling out or anything like that. It automatically shuts, and then when you push it back in, it opens that valve for you. And then of course that just closes up. There's a little lock. Output for your Truma, detachable 30 amp shore power cord with my favorite little blue light, so that you know that you're getting good power into the unit. You know, you can just visually see it even from 50 feet away. And there is a neat thing about this unit, which I'll show you guys when we get over towards the inside. You know, a lot of times you'll go somewhere, like right now, it's plugged into a 15 amp outlet here in our showroom. If the battery was dead, you know, this may ramp up all the way to 30 amps to try and charge it faster. We have to use a little dongle to take your 30 amp cord and plug it into 15 amps. There's actually a way, because this has a super fancy controller for all that stuff inside, to change and limit what it will bring into it, right? So if you're popping a fuse somewhere because they have poor power, or you know, it says 30 amp, but some of these campgrounds have really old power systems, you can actually go in here and turn it down to 25 amps and see if that works. And if it still, you know, pops the breaker, turn it down to 20, you know, until you find that happy medium, which is really, really neat. Like I always do, I will open the door. This door is a little bit fancier. So you will have foldable mirrors, and obviously they're power, automatic up, down, one touch on both the driver and the passenger side. On both sides of this unit, you have heated seats. You have like a million way controls for the seats. And then of course power door locks, and then 3-position memory. I've been asked before, why 3? You typically only have 2 drivers. And we'll talk about that when I get inside real quick. I'll tell you at least what I use the third one for. And then if you look at the seat, these are factory Mercedes seats. So this is Mercedes leather, 4-way lumbar. There's actually airbags built into the seats. You have a thigh bolster cushion that you can move in and out. You know, up, down, back, you know, I mean, they're just fantastic. And then of course you have automatic headlights and all that cool stuff. The rest of it we'll look at when we get inside. A couple of door pockets in here. Nice big bottle holder. So I typically bring my coffee to work in a big Yeti, 32 ounce, and it fits in there easily. You know, love it. Little leather pad up here. It's a little bit nicer. You know, a little bit nicer leather, a little bit nicer plastics. When we get inside, you know, a little bit better grab handles. You know, these are thicker plastics. If you pull down the side view mirrors, you know, these are nicely padded and they have a heft to them. All that ceiling up above in the cab is all felt lined. This is not plastic, this is cloth. You know, everything is just a little bit nicer, right? The air vents feel a little bit nicer. There's a nice little click when you turn them off and on. They can move in any direction very easily, and I think they look cool. It's a Mercedes chassis, right? So it should be a little bit nicer. At any rate, I'm going off on a rant. All right, we'll close the door. Love the big glass there too. Makes it a lot easier to see. And then of course you also have automatic headlights, which I mentioned, rain sensing wipers, lane keep assist, radar cruise control, pedestrian detection. It will read street signs up ahead. You see that little camera up there. Actually, if you look above, you will see the what my camera person called, I think the zombie apocalypse light bar, which I think is kind of apt. But huge LED light bar up on top. By the way, there is a cover for that. I just like leaving the cover off because it looks cool. Just a very, very nice unit. Let's open this door. So before we go inside, there are a couple of things outside yet. For instance, this little drop down outside, I don't know what you'd call it, countertop. It could be called an outside kitchen because there's actually, and somewhere, we'll find it when we go inside, there's a little induction cooktop that will either fit on your kitchen counter or it will fit on this. So you can have a little 2-burner stove out here. And then of course you got the JBL speaker. This is water resistant, not waterproof, I found out the hard way. Water resistant. And then of course it comes out and you can take it with you, and it's a nice little Bluetooth speaker. And it sounds pretty good, you know, made by JBL. And then some power and some USB stuff if you just want to set, you know, some phones in there and things. Held closed with magnets. You guys know I love my magnets, and actually this bottom one has a really strong magnet. Just another little storage place. You know, in most units, this would just be a blank space, right? They would never put this in and put the hinge on there and make a door for it and put the magnet on it, and then they got to finish the inside so it looks kind of nice and shiny. You know, most units they wouldn't bother. This one they did. Like the other ones that we've done in the past, you will see Velcro all along the outside of this, and then some little catches, stainless steel in this case. Those are to actually hold in a screen that has like a little magnetic opening right in the doorway, so that you can get in and out. When we have them in the showroom, we don't bother putting that in, because then, you know, people sometimes feel like, you know, maybe I shouldn't go in that one or something like that. And we want people to feel like they can go into anything when they come in here. Love the little light. It's a missing detail on most other units as you come in. So, you know, it's late at night, you've had a few adult beverages, and your path is lit up, so that's cool. Battery cutoff, they all have that. So this is for your 12-volt system. Another GFCI outlet. And then this thing that says Master Volt. This is to control your battery system, and I'll just show you real quick. So right now my house battery is at 100%, so it doesn't need to charge it or anything. And actually, if I go, alternators on standby. See, so right now my inverter's on, and then I can put whatever AC limit input in amps that I want. I mean, I can take this all the way down to 1 amp or all the way back up to 30, and it will not go over that. So again, you know, just a little thing that's kind of cool. You know, a lot of people have problems if you go to a lot of campgrounds. They don't always have the best electrical. You know, and they're blowing fuses and breakers, and people are getting mad at them because the whole breaker turned off and 3 other people are plugged into it. That's just a little thing that, you know, hopefully you never have to use, but if you do, it's definitely a lifesaver. I will show you this little table before we go to the dash. And by the way, this comes off easily, and you can move it up and down and side to side and stuff. So you can use this table over there, and it turns whichever way you want. You know, if I'm sitting in this chair, I can bring it over to me. If I have this chair flipped around, we can use it between the 2 of us, or you can put it in front of that one, or you can put it in front of them. Whatever you want to do. It easily locks down and unlocks, and you can take that out and you know, put it wherever you want if you don't want it. Dual seat belts on the seat beside it. I will tell you, 2 large adults sitting on that seat is a little difficult unless they really, really like each other. But you know, a couple of kids, you know, or if you're on the thinner side, not a problem. And then of course, you know, if one person sitting on it, doesn't really matter. All right, so now we will look at the dash. So this is a Mercedes factory dash. So, and by the way, when I stepped in here, it reminded me, this like Cecil carpet below me is easily removable. And just another little thing, underneath this is a super thick rubber like pad. So this kind of feels soft on my feet. Just really freaking cool. It just feels nicer. And actually, let's see. I will give us a little bit of power so that we can see some more stuff. Right, so you have the big screen that you'll get a whole bunch of information on. It doesn't like giving you too much info when the engine's not started, but that's okay. You guys get the idea. A lot of modern vehicles have that, you know, speedo and tachometer. And then your steering wheel, it's a Mercedes steering wheel. This is very nice, soft feeling leather. Certainly feels very premium. Over on the right-hand side, you will have your home, select, and back, and that's for your controls up in front of you on the dash. Phone controls, right, hang up, talk, favorites, it will bring up your favorites. Touch sensitive, you can actually talk to your car. Usually it will listen. I found you just have to be kind of reasonable, and it will usually do what you ask. And then on the other side is your cruise control controls. And this does have radar cruise, so you can set how far behind or close to the car in front of you want to be. You can turn it on and off. You know, move your speed up or down, cancel. You know, more of these awesome vents. The Mercedes screen, and I'll pull up the navigation. You know, so obviously now you can see where we are. That's where we are. Works well. It's integrated beautifully. And actually you can go back to home, and of course no devices are connected, and you have radio and media. So you're gonna have XM satellite radio, or Bluetooth, or send stuff from your phone. Info is going to give you info about what media you're listening to and stuff. See, it wants me to start the engine. It wants to go. Apps, there's a whole bunch of different apps you can do in there. Settings, this will give you access. And by the way, you can control this from the steering wheel buttons too. You don't have to ever touch this screen if you don't want to. You know, lane keep assist, park assist, you know, if those things are beeping at you too much. Gosh darn it, I know I'm close to that bush. I'm close to that bush every time I park. You can turn it off. assistance. This is where you can play around with your cameras and some of the lane keeping assist, active brake assist. So this will slam on the brakes if it thinks you're going to hit something or run somebody over. Attention, this actually keeps an eye on your eyeballs, and if it senses that you're not paying enough attention, you can set it to alarm you. Blind spot monitoring, you know, a lot of people have that. Vehicle, you can just change stuff, right? You know, so automatic door locks, look for the closest gas station. You know, you may be driving this in the middle of nowhere. Where's the closest gas station? I'm on a quarter tank. Acoustic lock. I think it locks how high you can turn the radio so that you don't get too crazy. I don't know why you would want that. Just turn it all the way up to 11, right? At any rate, there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can do into the screen, and obviously it's super well integrated because it actually came from the Mercedes factory. This is what they put in it. And then there's some shortcut buttons, right? So cameras and put it, you know, shortcut to your map or shortcut to your telephone or put it back on your media or radio. And then you have automatic climate control. That's kind of standard. 4 cup holders, which I love. Lots of overhead lights that you can turn on all at once or individually on either side. If you need roadside assistance, you can just press a button for it. And then you see just your light controls. Another thing that this has that other ones don't have that isn't very important to me, but is very important to my wife, I can tell you, is this has a sunglass holder. Not something you'll find in a lot of them. I don't know why they delete that, but I don't know. You know, it may just be a case of, hey, we can save 85 cents per unit if we take that out. Who knows? All right, so let's look at some other stuff. Oh, one other thing. And maybe you guys can tell me in the comments, because I think this is kind of weird. So these little holders up here, I mean, they look like cup holders. I don't know. You know, that's kind of a weird place for cup holders, like way up in the middle of the dash. You have cup holders back here. What do you guys think? I don't know. Let me know. You know, maybe you need 6 cup holders up here and 2 of them have to be in the window. Who knows? So Technoform cabinetry, we've talked about this in the past, and look at this. This is crazy. So even on this little like 10-inch cabinet, they still put these dual stainless, you know, high-end hinges on it. Crazy. These are all soft close, by the way. So made in Italy. You know, the Germans probably didn't like that, but these are made in Italy. You know, that nice little metal stripe that's inlaid in there and nice and glossy and stuff. Insignia TV, so that is a smart TV. It's got a Fire Stick in it. Very nice exhaust fan right over the top of me. And then, I don't know if you guys have noticed when we walked in here, but this is actually a padded vinyl roof. So it looks nice. You don't touch the roof though, right? But it looks nice, but the thing that I love about these fancier roofs is they quiet it all down, right? So you have this big like sound barrier that has beautiful vinyl laid over it that goes with the motif on the inside here across your entire roof. It just makes it quieter, which is very, very nice. Solid surface countertop. Stainless sink, and just in case anybody's you know, this is like Corian. I don't think it's actually Corian brand, but that's what this is. I mean, this alone weighs like 5 pounds. That, you know, it's not going anywhere. You know, metal, no pull-out faucet in this one, but it is metal. And then you have some nice drawers. Of course, they're all going to be full extension and have you know, nice durable metal slides with ball bearings. This is just like a little pull out for your wash sponge or whatever. Much bigger drawers, and of course, you know, you have to have the little carrier for your JBL speaker. All the paperwork, and they go all the way down to the floor. Refrigerator. see if you guys can get this. You may get this in some of the B-roll later on, because it is a little bit tight in here to get a camera person and me. We like each other, but not that much. So about as big of a refrigerator as they could fit in here. And it is a 12 volt. This is made by Norcold. I will say this, and this is one of those just like RV nerdy things that I had to find out. This will run on 36 watts. I just find that insane. 36 watts, yeah, unbelievable. Stainless microwave, and then of course you have your big bed. Back here you're gonna have all kinds of cabinets, and there's cabinets around the other side behind my head too back there. Of course, they're all soft closed. There's windows on both sides. The bathroom, we can actually, let's see if we can get in here. I will take out this that I just smacked my forehead into. So you do have a hanging bar that goes in here. But if you guys can come and look, right? So we have a little faucet. The sink comes down, or you can put it back out of the way like many of them do. And then there are dual little vanities in here that both open up. Nice lighting, you have a fan in here. Something that a lot of people don't think of, you have a cover for your toilet paper roll. Don't want that to get wet. And then your shower head. You know, for most people on any of these Class Bs, the bathroom is going to be for emergencies, right? You're in the middle of nowhere, you don't want to stop at the truck stop, but you have to go. You know, that's kind of what that's for. They're not so bad for taking a quick shower and, you know, rinsing off. You know, and obviously you can use the bathroom in these, but it's mostly for emergencies, kind of those, you know, just in case moments where you really need a bathroom, and there's, you know, nothing you can do about it. I didn't even show you guys the touch panel when we walked in. So this is going to be the Rapid Camp Plus. So it's very similar to lots of the other ones that I've had. You know, you'll have control for all of your lights. You know, tank levels, climate, water pump, and then just the tank levels, water pump, but tank heaters. This does have tank heaters on it. So again, you know, you can go out when it's a little bit cooler and not have to worry so much about them freezing. Awning in and out, climate control, that's pretty self-explanatory. Lights, so you have individual control of all the lights. And then if you see, some of these have little sliders on them. The ones that have sliders on them can actually be dimmed. You know, like accent lights and stuff, it can't, but your main lights, you can dim them, so that's pretty cool. And then you will have battery, propane. Your solar controller is actually in here, and it will give you all kinds of information. You know, obviously this is brand new and indoors, so we're not exactly generating a lot of solar power right now. And then control for your fan up above your head, open, close, and actually you can control the bathroom fan from here too. The thing I like about this system is there's a really nice app that you can put on your phone. You never have to touch this again. You know, we're all so used to using our cell phones. I just put the app on my phone and I control everything from that. Actually, I control everything about, you know, a third of the units in the showroom right from my phone, sitting at my desk if I want to. And it's easy to do, it's intuitive. I really like it. And then up above is the Truma, the little picture of the RV with a thermometer in it. That's going to be your heat. And then right next to it, the little picture of a thermometer and what looks like wavy water. That's for your water heater. And then you have fan, and then you can set it for different times to turn on and off. Like, let's say, you know you're gonna get up early in the morning, you're gonna wanna have hot water ready. You can set it to turn on and start heating up your water a few minutes beforehand. You can also change the temperature of your water, if you want it really hot or not quite as hot, whatever you want to do. There's all kinds of different settings that you can do in there. Okay, so that's probably enough. This is the 2023 Tranquility 19L on the Mercedes 2500 Sprinter chassis. My name is Wes here at Rockford, Collier RV in Rockford. Oh my Lord. Collier RV in Rockford, that's where I work. Give us a call, come out, see this one. Actually, we have all the Class Bs. I'm going to be doing a couple more videos over the next week. There's a couple of other Class Bs that you guys have never seen that have some really cool stuff on them too. Completely different than this. This may be my favorite. It's hard to beat a Mercedes cab in one of these things. Nevertheless, thank you. Bye-bye.